Hello everyone, welcome to another After Effects To Fusion Quickie. Today we're going to be talking about the tracker. I know I did a long version of this. If you want more in-depth information, go check that out. But if you just want to get started, watch this video, sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Okay, so here we are in our trusted Fusion. I've already reset the time frame on this, so it's 100 frames. I've also reset the size, so it's 1920 by 1080. So let's go ahead and get started with a tracker. All right, and we're going to go ahead and do a 1-point position track, and that's what these green dots are going to represent, is a 1-point position track. Okay, I got this bar going across, so show you how to deal with things when your track gets obscured. So start here. Now I know it's going to come right in front of that around frame 49, so let's go ahead and type in 49 here, so it stops. So let's go ahead and track forward. There we go. So there it is. There's our track. We're going to continue our track on this side, but before we can do it, we're going to append. All right, and in After Effects, I think you hold the Alt key. You don't have to hold any keys in Fusion. Just move it over after you've moved it to append, and we're going to continue on till the bar moves across, and that's around frame 62. So let's move this to frame 62 and then track forward. And you want to make sure you track with these buttons here. Don't track with these buttons here. This will send you back to the beginning and track forward. This will send to the end and track backwards. So make sure you track with these buttons, and that'll track from your current time frame. There we go. Let's go ahead and clear this out. Oops, grabbed the wrong one. Okay, make sure we're still on append, and move it over, back over here. Okay, let's go and make it the green channel, so we know we're definitely picking that up. Don't accidentally pick up part of this. And then track forward. There we go. So now that has been tracked as a 1-point position. Let's go ahead and put our 1-point text on here. And go to Operations, set to Match Move, and there we are done. Okay, so that should now track on top of our footage, and it does. Yay. Okay, so let's go ahead and do a 2-point track now. We're going to start in the middle this time, just to be different. Let's come here to grab another tracker. All right, let's grab another tracker, and we're going to track these two center ones right here. So we're going to track in reverse. So grab this, start with this one, and we'll make sure it's the blue tracker this time, and track backwards. Remember to hit the buttons right here, not the ones at the far right and left. Complete. Okay, and let's see here. Let's go ahead and track up to this point at frame 60, but we'll track this one right here. 60. And track forward. Here we go. And then we'll go ahead and complete this out back on the original track. Look at this. I forgot to hit append. That wasn't good. So I'm going to have to go back and redo this. Alright, so let's hit append. There we go. Set this back to 60. There we go. So now all my track data is over here. Just back to 100. Make sure that's definitely in there, and then track forward. Okay, so there's one track. Let's go ahead and turn that off for now. All right, and this time we're going to track backwards. So right before that hits, which is frame 38, we'll track all the way backwards to frame 38. Where's our other tracker? Add another tracker. There we go. Set to blue channel. Just go ahead and suck it in a bit. And then track backwards. Okay. We could grab this one for the time being until we get our original one back, which is 23. 23. We're already at a track append. Track backwards. Boom. All right. Now let's go ahead and finish it up to go to 100 or 1. There we go. So adjust that. Alrighty. So now we have a 2-point track, and all we have to do is match move. Alright, so now if we watch it, not working. Why is that? Well, it's because you need to turn on this one right here. So it's got to calculate both points in order to do its track. There we go. Now it's tracking. Okay, so that's pretty simple. But how do you stabilize? Well, let's go ahead and do that right now. Let's grab a tracker and put it into here. So this thing's moving all over the place, as you can see here. We need to stabilize that. And this one's really easy to do. Tracker, and track it like we normally did. And while this is tracking, let me explain something to you about the tracker. It requires a background. No matter if it's a match move or if it's a stabilize, it requires a background. All right. So if I were to take this off, it wouldn't work. But because we're just doing a stabilize, we don't need a foreground element. We just need a background element. And now that that's tracked, we come over here to match move, set to match move because it's still considered a match move because we're matching the movement of the object. But if we do background only, it now stabilizes. Okay, so there we go. So you can see the edges move in accordance to the stabilize. So let's go back to the beginning and do a 2-point stabilize. So this is rotating, a lot of jitter. So go ahead and grab our tracker again. Tracker. And our first one. Set this to red so we know it's tracking. Let's go ahead and track. Alrighty. And turn that off. Let's go ahead and add another tracker. And set it to red. And then track backwards. Okay. This time we're going to make sure we turn on both tracks. There we go. And then match move, background only. And now this should be stabilized. And it is. So you can see the background edges wobbling and cutting, but this is not moving. Okay? So that's basically it. That's how you track in Fusion. So if there's any questions, please let me know. If you want more detailed information about the track, please watch the long version of this tutorial. Thank you very much and have a good night.